Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for some Star Wars rumors.
Rumors meaning that we don't know if they are true or not. They are rumors. We cannot verify these rumors. So if you're going to whine on here about us reporting fake news, you can take and shove it up your rumors.
Into your Sarlacc pit.
Oh yeah, better.
Shove it in your Sarlacc pit. Yeah, we did not make any of this up. We're getting this from Cosmic Book News, who is getting it from Reddit, and we know how reliable Reddit is.
Friend of a friend of a friend. So, can't verify it. Take it with a grain of salt. Who the hell knows?
Telephone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Space telephone.
Space telephone.
So the rumor is that Jon Favreau is rumored to take over Star Wars amid Abrams' cut rumors. There have been rumors that there was a J.J. Abrams cut. It got shot down. We know there was a lot of reshoots with Rise of Skywalker. There was a lot of drama. George Lucas was involved. He wasn't involved. There were rumors about a George Lucas cut, that there were supposedly three or four different versions of there being the Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
We still haven't seen the Rise of Skywalker.
No, we still have not watched it.
I've watched clips on YouTube, but I can't bring myself to watch it.
That's more than I've seen. I've seen there's a couple things we talked about, and that's it. I don't even care.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Somehow I still don't give a shit.
Anyway, we're going to talk about these rumors on Clownfish TV. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, and rumors.
Yeah.
Rumors. We do talk about Star Wars, talk about Disney, talk about movies, comics, video games, anime, whatever interests us.
Stuff. We're interested in a lot of things.
Yeah, we are.
We have our fingers in a lot of pies.
Yeah, but your pie's the best.
It is.
All right, so we're gonna talk about this again, coming from Cosmic Book News.
I do make really good pie.
She does. She does.
Better clarify that. People are gonna get the wrong idea.
Her pie is very delicious. Jon Favreau rumored to take over Star Wars amid Abrams cut rumors. So back this up a little bit. There supposedly is an Abrams cut. Now that the Snyder cut has been released, everybody wants a cut of everything.
Yes, it's like director's cuts of everything is out there. Everybody wants their director's cut. I would hope if there was a J.J. Abrams Rise of Skywalker cut, it basically just undid completely The Last Jedi.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of what they were going for, but you can't do that in one movie. Mm-mm. So instead, you get this disjointed mess where they spend part of the movie, as I understand it. Again, haven't watched the whole thing. I have watched clips. Part of the movie trying to walk back The Last Jedi and then also go forward and also tie up all 9 movies.
But to be fair, it being a disjointed mess would just be the perfect conclusion to the rest of the disjointed mess that is the Disney sequel trilogy.
Yeah. So, coming from Cosmic Book News, it's again claimed that Jon Favreau could be taking over Star Wars from Kathleen Kennedy, which comes amid rumors surrounding an Abrams cut of The Rise of Skywalker. And he cautions too. However, before we continue, it should be noted these latest rumors are in stark comparison to the previous Star Wars rumors that offered some sort of civil war that has been taking place at Lucasfilm, had been going on, and there were rumors surrounding Episode 9.
Well, I said before, you kept saying Civil War, and I said a couple times in videos, I don't know if I said Civil War so much as I'd say power struggle.
There are clearly factions, I think.
Yeah, I think there are factions. There's a power struggle. Something's up.
I think you've got people with different goals, what they think Star Wars should be.
Some are successful and some aren't.
Some are successful, Mandalorian. Some are not, the High Republic. Yes. And you can kind of look at who's doing what to see who is successful and who isn't. Now, this came from this big long post here on Reddit. Which of course is reliable. Reddit is reliable.
Oh, always. The internet is just, completely trustworthy. Trust everything you hear.
Yeah. Now, to be fair though, there were rumors about Episode 9 on Reddit, and they turned out to be true, as well as Doomcock's rumors. They turned out to be true. So who the hell knows?
No.
A lengthy post on Reddit titled "What Happened with the Disney Sequel Trilogy and the Changes to Episode 9" offer potential details about what is actually happening within Lucasfilm. Again, it's nothing like has been rumored by certain boisterous YouTubers. Bear in mind the info could be fake or a shill attempt by Disney to make the situation look better than it actually is.
I think Disney's not stupid. I think they know. Well, I think they know.
Wait, what?
I think they know. They know they've got a problem. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think Chapek wants to walk back the political problems that, Iger and KK and crew and stuff like that brought with them. And I think he wants to walk some of that back. But, it is where it is. And I think Disney knows that they've got an issue, and they know that one person's bringing it and one person isn't. Let's just say that.
Yeah, well, that's usually how it works in corporations. You kind of have your people working for you, and some of them perform, and some of them don't perform.
Also with corporations, if someone doesn't perform, they suddenly will decide to resign. It's never because they get shit canned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can't shit can a woman. She's going to step down.
So she'll have to step down. So I won't ever expect her to be fired. I know we've said that many times. So we do not expect her to be fired. We expect her to ride her contract out, or she will suddenly resign. It will never be that she is, just gone because, that would be a very bad look. Certain people would leverage that immediately. Disney knows that. So we've been saying that.
Yeah, so they're saying right out of the gate, there's no Star Wars Civil War, that actually Kathleen Kennedy and Jon Favreau are on pleasant terms.
Well, you know what? In corporations, you always are on pleasant terms. Doesn't mean that you're not trying to backstab people.
That is a good point. I've said before, I've heard about people taking meetings with corporate persons, and I got the report as to how it went. And, they said this and they said that, and I thought it went really well. I'm like, no, they're being corporate nice. It means no, we're blowing you off, but
we're going to make you think we're doing you a favor as we do it.
Yeah, look, I worked in corporate America for years. I know how this works. And yeah, they're going to be nice to each other's faces. Obviously Disney, knowing how the culture is over there, they're not going to put up with people fighting each other.
No.
But it's going to be like that scene in the Willy Wonka with Johnny Depp. Let's be friends, best friends.
Yeah,
and
they're
going to stab each other in the back, but
I think too, I don't think Favreau has to fight because he's already proven himself,
he's already won.
and he's already kicked ass on several levels, and he brought it when other people didn't. I don't think and if Disney makes a decision, any other decision other than Jon Favreau, then they're just absolutely stupid and deserve whatever they get.
Well, they said it depends on whether or not he would even want the job.
That's true. If he doesn't want the job, that's a different story. I'm saying if he wants the job, is he going to be allowed to do the job without interference and getting rid of people, the actors and stuff that they don't like?
I think if Favreau would take over and there were people within Lucasfilm that didn't like Jon Favreau, they probably would just leave. They'd be like, yep, I see the writing on the wall. This happens a lot. When there's a boss change at the top, the underlings know they're not going to get anywhere with the new boss. They leave.
Yeah, he's busy out there actually getting it done. You don't ever see him spending all his time tweeting. You don't see him on there trying to get in personal about. You don't see, KK doing that either, honestly. But people underneath, her more so than other people are constantly on Twitter trying to cause fights. They think that some of these blogs with these article hit pieces against certain YouTubers and things have ties back to Lucasfilm and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean it's Do I think there's something going on at Disney to try to minimize the damage that YouTubers are? Oh yeah. We were on their media list.
I can tell you for 100% certainty that is a fact.
Yep, they're always looking for an angle. They're always looking to make themselves look as good as possible. And if they got to bust a few kneecaps, figuratively
spin the narrative, they're going to do it.
They absolutely will do it.
So Disney 100% will do that, no question.
So they're claiming in these rumors that Kennedy actually wanted Favreau to take over Lucasfilm when she retires or is promoted, but Favreau might not take it. Then they said about Dave Filoni becoming the new head of Lucasfilm. Said it won't happen as Filoni isn't even interested or is even qualified to lead an entire film studio.
I don't think he is qualified either for a whole studio.
Yeah, I mean, he went from working in animation to working in live action.
Plus, he doesn't strike me as the type that would want it. Like they said, he'd rather work on his own things. And that sounds more, I mean, I don't know him, but that seems more truthful statement to what he seems like to me than him wanting to be in charge.
Yeah, now, Favreau's more believable because the guy, he's worked on a lot of movies over the years. He understands live action. He's also the one that directed the first, couple Iron Man movies that kicked off the MCU. So Disney's going to be looking this guy like, oh, we could have another Kevin Feige.
Plus him and Filoni brought The Mandalorian. People loved it. That was actually their saving grace until they effed that up too. But I don't think it was their choice. Yeah. But go ahead.
All right. So then they go on about these rumors of this Abrams cut of The Rise of Skywalker. I don't think anybody wants. I've heard of the George Lucas cut. I don't know how involved he was in this. Supposedly he came in and had a couple suggestions or whatever. But if it were me, I'd be like, I already ended Star Wars 30 some years ago. It's over.
But he's coming in, so I don't know.
It's like I don't know. It's like he can't give it up. It's like
when he asked a question, he immediately jumps right in. As someone who doesn't care anymore, he'd be like, "Oh, they're handling it. It's all good." He didn't act that way. I think he does care.
I think he didn't realize how much it was going to hurt to give up Star Wars. I think he did it because at the time he's like, well, I think Disney's going to take care of my baby and I can't do it. My kids don't want to do it.
I think it's because he got tired of the fans.
Yeah, and the fans have been shitting on me for Jar Jar, and I'm like, I'm
not going to lie and say it didn't happen because it totally did.
And now he's looking at like, God, they did worse than I did. Like, how did this happen? So anyway, about the rumors of this Abrams cut around the release of Episode 9, it was claimed that numerous cuts of the movie existed. That is true. They were actually doing reshoots. They supposedly had a George Lucas cut, a Kathleen Kennedy version, a JJ version, whatever. According to this Redditor, there never was a Lucas cut of The Rise of Skywalker, but what actually happened is that Abrams had gone to Lucas, like he'd gone to all the other directors and got their input on 9. That's it. Lucas did not ghost direct 9. He gave his input on the initial script Abrams and Terrio worked on. So he's debunking a lot of these rumors.
With other rumors. None of it's verified.
Abrams Star Wars details. Regarding Abrams' plans for Star Wars, details are said to include that Abrams originally wanted Rey to be the granddaughter of Anakin. That makes more sense.
But it would. But we can't have the whole Reylo, satisfaction, if that was the case, because that would be creepy.
Yeah, well, here's where it gets creepy too. Eventually pushing for Rey to be Luke's daughter that Luke had with a fellow rebel after the war.
You could just had Mara Jade.
You could just had Mara Jade.
Why disrespect both of them with Rey?
Just film the expanded universe. How hard is it to just film the expanded universe? Because you're already cherry picking from it anyway. Badly.
I know. Well, this Force archaeologist thing I've heard before.
Rey's mother was a Force archaeologist who found Anakin's lightsaber after the events of the original trilogy, but before the sequel trilogy, and we never learned her name. Well, at least it makes sense as to where the hell the lightsaber came from.
Yeah, at least you got some answers there.
We never answered that, as far as I know. Just it's a story for another time. Buy the book. Buy the comics. Buy the tie-in merch. In the Abrams cut, Rey had learned that she was Vader's granddaughter and reconciled her past with Luke Skywalker.
But then she couldn't make out with her cousin. And that would piss off a bunch of Reylos, so we can't do that either.
Yeah, right. The cut is also said to have several flashbacks to Luke's life before the sequels, and that Luke had been looking for Mortis through Ahch-To. Abrams had pushed for a more traditional ending. Luke Skywalker living past the end of the sequels, instructing a new generation. And
I would have liked that better.
Yeah, it makes sense. It didn't happen. A lot of missed opportunity.
I think that makes way more sense than what we got.
Yeah.
That's because J.J. Abrams was on the first one. J.J. Abrams was on the last one. And in the middle was Rian Johnson. And he completely came in there and he was like, I'm just going to fuck this whole thing up. Sorry, forgive me, Mom. But that's what it seems like.
Yeah, but JJ has never been very good at sticking the ending.
That's true.
On things either.
I know that's true, but I do think that if there was a plan, I don't think it would. They were thinking of what Johnson was going to do. Johnson did really well.
I still don't understand. How hard is it? Billion-dollar movies. How hard is it to sit down and just on a couple of sticky notes say this is what happens in the first movie, this is what happens in the second movie, and here's where we end up.
Even if you have different directors doing it and it changes who's writing the stories and who the directors are a couple times, you still have these parameters. Story starts here, this is the main point for the middle one, and this is how it's going to end. You work within these parameters. It happens all the time. In publishing, and you work within those parameters unless something drastically changes. There's no you have an idea where it's going. You usually know the beginning and you know the end and you know something really important in the middle and then you work around that. That's just 101 writing. I don't understand how we got here.
Because I think Disney, I'll tell you, I think they were in such a hurry to try to recoup their money, make money off of Star Wars. They just started crapping out movies before they had a game plan.
Oh, I think that's what, but I mean, they clearly didn't have one.
No.
And even the people after The Last Jedi who were like, you're wrong. They totally have a plan. And then they were all backpedaling on their videos like, oh my God, after seeing The Rise of Skywalker. They undid a lot of Last Jedi. I don't think they had a plan. I think those YouTubers are right, guys. They didn't have a plan. And we're like, no shit.
And here we are. Compare that to Marvel. And again, this is because Disney wanted to just take it and make endless movies, endless sequels, endless standalone stories, Star Wars stories, all that, and it all blew up, you know. But compared to Marvel, where it's like, let's focus on making one good Iron Man movie and see what happens. You know, if Iron Man's a hit, then we'll make an Iron Man 2. And then we'll make an Incredible Hulk. And then we'll make a, you know.
Yeah.
And, but they just were like, no, we just need to print money. Star Wars every year from now until the end of time.
Then they were saying brand fatigue, and they apparently changed their mind on that because we have how many Disney Plus shows coming.
Yeah.
But, you know, back to this rumor, but while all this was going on, and Disney's sequel trilogy was just like flushing fans down the toilet, and they kept losing fans with each film. The one thing that was different was with The Mandalorian, they seemed to actually get it. They seemed to, you know, Favreau and Filoni clearly, you know, understood the series, understood, you know, the IP, understood the fans, and they did a very authentic but new and fun show, and they won a lot of people back. And then that got screwed up too.
Yeah, I mean,
but that wasn't really Favreau's fault.
This is where I'm at with Star Wars. We talked about this the other day. I don't really care. I just am watching. I feel like I'm watching a train wreck in slow motion. I care more about the drama around Star Wars at this point because I dare not get my hopes up that it's ever going to be anything close to what it was before. Because every time we get close to it,
the rug heading there with Mandalorian.
Then the rug gets pulled out from underneath us. Always. Then if it wasn't the Gina Carano situation, before that we had Pablo Hidalgo making fun of Star Wars fans for being emotional about Luke coming back, which is
because they ruined them in the sequel trilogy.
That's all anybody wanted, you know.
Imagine that. So I think that the Abrams version, if that was indeed true, where he ends up, you know, hey, I got my daughter, and he goes and he's, you know, working. I mean, people would have been mad if they were Mara Jade fans, but he has his daughter, and he was like training all new Jedi, and you know, he makes it through the end. You know, that would have been a much better, people would have liked that a lot more. But no, we can't do that because that would make the old fans happy. And there it is, a bunch of, insert your insult here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, so they would make Luke and Han deadbeat dads.
Well, they already killed Han, and they had to make sure they killed Luke, and the whole thing's just, I mean, if you have a penis, and you're from the original trilogy, other than Lando, you're screwed.
Well, Lando's penis can go wherever it wants to.
Well, yeah, that's why he gets a pass, because they made Lando be whatever he, you know, put his penis wherever he wants it.
It's like that. So, it's like that Danish, that kids cartoon.
Oh, that Dillermand?
John Dillermand. Yeah, Lando's penis just kind of
goes where it wants.
Goes where it wants.
So because it doesn't discriminate, or you know, it chooses everyone, he is allowed to survive.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.